Have you ever wondered what factory farmed animals look like once they grow old? And the answer is not many people know. We don't let them live long enough for us to get the idea of what these animals look like at the age of which they're normally supposed to die of natural causes, not because we choose to slaughter them. So a company by the name of Notco, they used AI to generate some of these pictures of animals just like these to my left, even though it's my right, left. There it is. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. I'm going to be responding to some comments. We're going to go through a little article. This is episode 32. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate 350 followers or subscribers. Really appreciate it. We're going to continue to go and put out content and see what happens. I am scheduled for a podcast with Reasonable Vegan, so that should be interesting. That's going to be our first podcast interview type scenario, which that should be scheduled this week, coming up on Sunday. A lot going on, and let's get right into it. So cows grow old in this campaign. Let me share this. Vegan food company Notco uses artificial intelligence to generate images of elderly pigs, cows, and chickens because factory farms don't let them live long enough. So if allowed to live out their natural lives, cows can live up to 49 years, pigs up to 32, pigs up to 23 years, and chickens up to 13 years. Most farmed animals only live a few months, weeks, or days old, while others, such as male chicks born in the egg industry, are lucky to witness just 1 day of life. That was interesting because that's what actually made me give up eggs. That comment, that fact right there, the fact that these baby chicks are born in the egg industry. And so a lot of people think that eggs and they're not contributing to death. And that's one of the most cruel industries. And so the egg industry, these baby chicks, these baby male chicks are born. They're just put on a conveyor and they're ground up. They fall into this big, I think it's called a macerator. That's what it is. I actually looked it up, and they sell, there's machinery that is designed to chop up these baby chicks alive. And so just something that you don't want to be a part of. I don't want to contribute to, and I know that you don't either. So that comment right there, that's interesting because, again, we don't know what these animals look like when they grow old. So look at this pig right here. So this pig, they used AI to do this. It's incredible what AI can do. But look at this pig. At Notco, we believe AI is the key to unlocking a bright future of food because it has the ability to eliminate our reliance on animal-based food production. Matthias Munchak, Notco co-founder and CEO, said in a statement, "We asked ourselves a simple question. When was the last time we saw an old cow? Have we actually ever seen one? The answer was no. So we turned to a different type of AI to just give an accurate look. We were astonished what we saw and think people would do. Check this out. They put it on some billboards. The multi-channel campaign will expose consumers to the AI-generated images through social media, billboards, and print ads in select cities in the U.S. through the end of the month." How cool is that? In the subway. The focus on animal agriculture tends to be on the younger animals, as they are the ones that typically marketed and sold. There may not be much interest or demand for images of older animals. This is the AI trying to get the data to produce the images, or go out and see what images they already have, which aren't a lot because there's just not many of them and there's no need for it. That's not what we're marketed to. This can help shift the focus away from animal agriculture and commodification of animals towards a more compassionate and respectful view of animals as individuals with their own inherent value. This is so true. So I think more programs, more things like this to get people to think differently, to get people to reconnect back with the animals. We were all born with that connection with animals. And so like this is what we want to see. This is what we should be seeing. These animals that look like this, that are old, right? That are older, because that's the natural life cycle. Right. This is what animals look like, but we breed them into existence and kill them at a very young age. Not cool. Let's get right into some comments here. Cool. I'm eating a burger right now. It's amazing. So I respond, I hope it was a double. Oh, that's not me. I don't think I responded to these. No, I didn't. These are the ones I didn't respond to. Cool. I'm eating a baker right now. What I'm trying to do here is number one, if you come back to this comment and why, and as you come across this or others that come across this question, and they'll see my response here. Why do you think you commented this? And I think this is important to understand for each of you coming across this. If you actually respond like this or see other people respond like this, what I think is happening is this. It's called cognitive dissonance, right? It's this alternate views, this uncomfortable feeling because what we're coming across, what we're normally seeing, or it goes against what we know to be true. And so people comment funny things or try to make, in light of it, they try to respond with ha-has and get other people involved with because they feel uncomfortable. And this is one way to settle that uncomfortableness, is to get it out and to get others around you to rally up people around you. And then, so this is exactly what happened. So Jesse Morris responds with, I hope it was a double with bacon. So now you have individual that obviously one's asking for some help there, and then one jumps in and I want to say clearly agrees with Drumpy. And so this is what happens. And yes, sir. And so, I'm sure thumbs up, right? But why did we comment this in the first place, and why? So that's what I think we should be thinking about there. Robert Carrera on majority, 55% of people that went vegan are suffering from malnutrition and went back to consuming meat again. Where is this data? So, number one, is there information out there? Is there data around this? What you'll find is no, there's not. There's no studies that are showing 55% of people that went vegan. And by the way, it is so different. Everyone's terminology and what they eat is completely different. I mean, you cannot say that all vegans have the same diet, number one. And vegan really isn't a diet, but I understand what people mean by when they say vegan diet. And all vegan diet means is all plants, meaning no animals, no animal products. So this is different. I mean, and not to say that all vegans are healthy, but also at the same time, look at all animal eating people aren't healthy. So what are we trying to argue against there? But I understand the difference. But this is saying that all vegans are suffering from malnutrition. 55% of people that went vegan are suffering from malnutrition. Like, where is that? What does malnutrition mean? And is it just a knowledge thing? Is it just a incorporate this type of food thing? Because there is no nutrient, no vitamin that you need to get from animal, like that you can't get from plants. This is just untrue. I love eating animals. So another comment by White D. So what do you actually love about it? Wyatt D, what do you actually love about eating animals? And I think what you'll find is the taste, right? Of course, it's the taste. That's not why people that quit eating animals, that's not why they quit. It's not because the animals tasted so good. But we weren't tasting the animals, the flesh, the tendons, the blood itself. We were tasting the spices, the sauces, the herbs, what we season it with, how we grill it. That's what we're tasting. We're not actually tasting the animal. So don't get it confused. Same holds true, just like we talked about, right? People love to jump in, and I love eating animals after coming across. This is one of the soccer posts on the shorts. I love eating animals. It's got four likes. So I'm gonna comment, what do you both love about eating them? And I think it's important to understand it's not about, I understand, okay, you may love eating them, but I know that every single one of you do not love and enjoy killing them. But that's what has to happen. That's what has to happen in all of this. That's what has to happen in all of this. So I know that you don't enjoy killing them. I know you'd love eating them, of course, but this isn't about eating them. Because you don't love, I know that you don't love killing them or partaking in killing them. I know I didn't. You can't be a human, like a normal human, if you enjoy killing them, or is a very twisted individual and not someone that I want to be around, or not someone that I think that should be out in the world that enjoy killing others. And that's what this is. So you don't enjoy killing. You don't enjoy it. I know you don't. I know we don't. Let's keep going. Oh, this will get interesting. You're going to kill your dog. Cut it out. This is must be about plant-based, our dog being plant-based. So for those of you that don't know, dogs are there. There's tons of different dog foods out there that are all plant-based. And here's the thing. If I don't have to buy, I think this is important. If I don't have to buy animals and have animals in, like, for my dog to be healthy, why wouldn't I? Like, why am I going to continue to purchase the slaughtering of animals just to feed, our animals? Well, our animals can also live on 100% plant-based diet. And I trust the companies that have done their research and their scientists and their team to go through with also the people that sell and I mean, of course we don't want animals to be, like, our pets to be dying from malnutrition. And so these companies have came together, and again, will continue to come together. We'll continue to develop more alternatives that don't have to contribute to animals or animal slaughter. We're there. You could say it's expensive and all that. I don't think so. I mean, sure, it might seem expensive in reality, but you're not contributing to the violence and the slaughter of these animals. So why wouldn't we want to do that? And plus, the animal food that we normally give our dogs is absolutely terrible anyway. And they get the worst of the worst. And so unless you're giving your dog and you're going out of your way to get high quality dog food, I mean, can you imagine like what high quality dog food means? Like, it's different for everybody. And then it's just not a good cycle. So why not try to get something to go that route? And that's what we're doing. So dogs are, it's been proven that dogs can be very, very healthy on a 100% plant-based diet with eating no animals or animal meat in their food. Silly old dog. That's a good one. I don't get my good ones. Let's keep going. Let's go back to, these are ones I haven't responded to. Let's go to all of them. All right. So Wool the Dreamer. Wait, so you're telling me just because it's not screaming in pain, it's cool to eat? I mean, do you want to eat things that are screaming in pain? No. So, yeah, it is one reason. Let's see. Cringy, ... Looks like I didn't respond to him. Cringy carrots. I need the texture of tearing the flesh of animal plants won't cut it. You can get the same texture from plants. You don't we can recreate the texture, the taste of the animals that we're eating. Chicken, all of them. Chicken, steak, chicken wings, you can recreate that. Burgers, that's not what our biggest obstacle is. So don't think that you're not doing this because of the texture. You can, trust me, you can get the texture and the taste. You're not going to be missing that. It's just learning how to cook, I say, because again, we're not going to be going to fast food. I think more plant-based options and fast food options will happen over time, but I would thoroughly encourage you to learn how to cook with these vegetables and plants and fruits. I called green pepper a vegetable the other day in one of my videos. It's actually a fruit. I forgot. It's seeds. I don't realize green peppers, red peppers, yellow peppers are fruits. Believe it or not. It's crazy. Cool. I'm eating a burger right now. Okay, I did that. Yep. We responded to that. Majority. We talked about the baby geese getting stuck. So there's an interesting story. I should probably share the video. Can I do that? Oh, I might do that. I have to do that later. We'll talk about that. That's a good one. That's going to be a future video. I'm going to make that into maybe a real video. And not a live video. Maybe I'll do that. The baby geese are okay though. If you saw my short, just to give you a little teaser. So there's 5 baby geese that were just born, and we have a seawall in there. It's hard to get over the seawall, and so they kind of got stuck. Well, Mila got out, and she kind of cornered and found one. She got called back in. Lane went down. Lane found the geese, picked the geese up. The geese were clearly, the parents were upset or concerned over their baby, and they were making it known that they were concerned. But obviously we don't hurt animals, and so we don't want to hurt the animals, and so Lane put the geese back, the baby geese, and the baby geese swam back to their parents, and their parents were so happy that they reunited. So definitely going to share that with you in a future video. But they are all okay. Yes, they surely are. Okay, unused. This channel, Stop Eating Animals. Also, this channel orders hamburger. Made from plants. He asked from what grass. So here's another interesting thing that you don't realize, but you can absolutely get, or there are so many different types of burgers and different flavors of burgers, of plant burgers, that you can make, that you can create. And the more restaurants, the more time goes by, restaurants will come up. We'll be able to easily find restaurants that have their own unique plant-based burger option. For example, I know right now Burger King, you have the Impossible Whopper. Delicious. I mean, if you like Burger King, if you just love that, if you love Burger King, I mean, who doesn't love Burger King? So if you love Burger King at any point in your entire life, I encourage you to go out and try an Impossible Whopper. Now, be careful. Ask for no mayonnaise. You don't want that's made with eggs, so leave the mayonnaise. Obviously, no cheese. It does not normally come with cheese. And I'd ask for extra vegetables on that Whopper, that Impossible Whopper. And try that. Try the Impossible Whopper. You come back, actually, you can come back and put vegan mayonnaise on it. Put your own vegan mayonnaise on it. That's another solid option. Oh man, this camera went back. Looking at the wrong camera because the camera battery died. Look at that. We've been talking for how long now? 20 minutes? Now I need to change this background though. We're not talking about hunters anymore. Let's go bricks. Got some bricks going out here. All right. Where was I? This it? Oh, here we go. No, I'll pass. Pass on eating animals. YD, I love eating animals. I think we already talked about it. What do you love about it? Did we already talk about God putting animals on this earth for a reason, not just for pets? Because if you think about animals outnumber us, how will everyone have a pet? I know it's beautiful to see them, but no matter what you say, us rednecks don't care what y'all say. I don't know if you can read that or see that. I mean, do we really think God put animals on this earth for us to breed into existence, only to kill them and eat them for food? No. And that was certainly not his intention. And definitely not his intention for us to consume another species' milk. That just doesn't make sense. I mean, this is a manufacturing process. You do not need to be doing this. All right. Let's see here. Can I zoom in? Scroll down. Okay. Okay, then why is it good for you? Here's a challenge. Yes, I mean, you can argue that animals have good things in them, but the majority of the things in animals and the amounts we consume are no good. Instantly makes our blood go acidic. That right there, you should stop. So look up. There's tons of videos on the health benefits of leaving animals, of quit eating them. When you quit eating them, the amount of the health improvements that you get, it's incredible. And so, yes, red meat is not good for us. Eating the processed meats that we clearly are carcinogens, it's not good. When you eat plants, think about plants healing our body. Think about animals harming our body. That's the way I'd look at it. And that's the way I'd continue to look at it. So, no, it's not good for you. Oh, look at this. Healthy, he means healthy. I can't comment on this here. And what is... I want people to be a little bit more specific. Right? What's healthy about it? Yes, of course. I mean, you can isolate things and say, oh, it's got this vitamins and these vitamins, this vitamins. But logically speaking, the animals eat the plants and get all the nutrients and minerals and proteins from the plants. Then they filter it through their body into their muscles and then we slaughter them and eat them to get the nutrients and minerals and vitamins. So to me, it just logically doesn't make sense, or the best of the best go straight to the source. So that right there. And so you can find way more health benefits by eating plants than animals. No. I ask why not. Most people don't respond. This is another Juice VR responding with all of this. This is not something, this is another thing to make themselves feel good, to solve that cognitive dissonance. No gives a F what you think. Okay, cool. F no. Have you thought about it? Have you really honestly thought about it? And for how long have you thought about it? How long? I think that's important. How long have you thought about it? Let's keep going. Not yet. Why should we know he's vegan? I say not many people are. I think if you're vegan, if you have things, good things to say, and you can share this message, you should be doing it. You should find your own creative way to share it, to share and be an advocate and be an activist for, and just encourage people, because again, the less people choose to eat animals, the better. So it's going to take time. Some people do it right away. Some people gradually get there. But I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you make it normal. I think for me and for us, it wasn't normal. Like I didn't have anyone around me, no athlete, no one that I knew was only eating plants. And so I think the more that we share and like, wow, like these kids are athletes. Look at their family are athletes and they're strong and they do this. And so we're our own living example of what is capable of not eating animals, what this looks like. And we're 6 years in, we're going to continue, and we're going to continue to get and show and share our message, because these are real life examples. You can read stories and everything, but if, like, I know for ourselves, for our family, like, this is what worked, this is what we do, I know that it'll work for you. And so you can, but I encourage you to do it your own way, and everyone goes about it differently and everyone gets there differently. But you have to get there, and you have to know that that's the end destination and the process to get there. And you should enjoy the process to get there. The quicker, the better. Won't work. Why not? No response. No. Why no? I like being healthy with sufficient protein. I think we have to put an end to this. Some people don't realize that you can get all of your protein, that you can get enough protein from plants. We have to put an end to that. I mean, just keep educating. That's why I think we should educate this in schools. Then you could say, well, I learned it in school, but we can't do that. We can't do that because we don't teach this in school. When Bill Gates doesn't want you to eat meat, that should be enough reason to eat. I don't even know what that means. We're just not going to respond to that. I didn't make it to the top of the food chain to eat lettuce. Okay, and then he goes on. I say, what do you mean by food chain? I think this is another important topic. What do you mean by food chain? The food chain is, I'm going to say, is made up. It's made up, like it's supposed to, like we're supposed to breed animals into existence to eat them. Like that's not part of the food chain. That is not any natural food chain that you can logically explain to me. And if you talk about the food chain and like like the most powerful, or if you go into the ocean, like a shark can eat you, or bears can eat us, lions and tigers. And so where does the food chain, how does that work? Like we're the top because we have weapons. And so it's just this person created, or this individual created thought process of a justification of doing what we're doing. And it doesn't make sense. So I don't think we can use that. I don't think we should be able to continue to use that. Laughing. Look, more cognitive dissonance here. Sharing. I love steak. Even time to like emojis. Like people take the time to do this. It's crazy. Vegans because some are annoying. Should start censoring these. Dropping F-bombs in here. I don't even know. Actually, can I look up what he's talking about? I gotta ask, what do you mean? We're gonna ask. What do you mean? How many supplements do they take at that young age? Probably 5 pills a day. No, we take 1 B12 supplement a day, and this you can look this up. Even people who eat animals should be supplementing B12. B12 comes from the soil. There's tons of information. I'm going to say tons of information, but Dr. McGregor is where we get our information from. Trust his knowledge on health. Recommends everyone, just everyone, regardless of what you eat, to consume a B12 supplement. And so that's what we do. Little gummy, no animal products in it. Pretty simple, and it's delicious. Sometimes I have 2 because they taste good. Okay, oh my gosh, I literally threw my ribs in the garbage when I seen that vegan kid play soccer whilst being vegan. It's pretty funny. Keep going. I think he was being sarcastic there. Scored a vegan looking goal. Go watch some carnivore goals. That's a good one. Tigers? Lions? They play soccer? Just responding. Again, more time when they hear a response from Quit Eating Animals, or they have to hear it or respond to think like this. I think that it only helps. This is our approach to it, and I think it's going to be successful. I think these are all dropping seeds. I think especially if people engage with this content and comment, I think they're definitely thinking about it. And I think most people are closer than they themselves think. It can happen in an instant. It really can. Let's see. Jax. It's also, okay, Jax got 5 days ago. So he responds, keep eating animals. Why though? Is my response. Because this is what I'd like to get the engagement. And if you don't respond, you can't get the engagement. This is where I think real life responses would be awesome. So I'd love to get people on to talk this instead of type this. That would be super cool. So I know it will happen. So if you're interested, send me an email, support@quiteatinganimals.com. And let's schedule an interview and questions. And I'm not gonna get mad or angry. Really not. I think that would be awesome. Check this out. Can you hear me? Yeah, we can. We're on? Yeah. Boom. All right. We done here? I think we're done. How long we be going? 35 minutes. Kind of having fun though.
Quit eating animals.
I like that. All right. Look at that full screen now. All right, you guys. I think that's it for today. We're back on. This is the MacBook Pro camera. The other one ran out of batteries, so I'll make sure the batteries are all juiced up next episode. But we're in episode 32 over here. Again, just wrapped up. Talk about growing. I forget what we talk. We talk about a bunch of stuff, but mainly when animals grow old, like what do they look like? So see, these are some of the pictures of the animals grow old because we slaughter them so young as babies. And one of the reasons why I gave up eating eggs is because in the egg industry, day-old male chicks are useless to the industry. They serve no purpose. So it is more cost-effective and convenient for the companies in that industry to put them on a conveyor and have them travel and fall into what they call as a macerator with blades and essentially chops them up alive, day old, just because they're males. So technology is getting better, and you can argue that one day that they'll have, to only produce male, so that or only produce females in the industry and not produce the males, because that would then save just the pure disgusting act of what we do. But one of the reasons why I gave up eating eggs, and one of the reasons why I think you should also give up eating eggs, just for that reason alone. But these are, again, what animals look like when they grow old. Artificial intelligence has produced these looking animals, and you don't normally see them because we kill them at such a young age. Appreciate you watching. We have 350 subscribers. We're on our way to 1,000. And no matter how long it takes to get there, we're going to continue to share this message. Appreciate you watching. See you in the next video.